Welcome back, everyone. It's your boy, Mr. Popo, as we continue to walk through Mt Pyre with all the dead bodies of Pokemon.
Well, the bodies are probably cremated.
Probably. But now you've wrecked the mood, my friend. And now I must end you.
Okay.
You'll know when. Welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. So, yeah, we're going to finish up... we are literally going to finish up Mt Pyre here and then also kind of start our way to the Team Magma hideout. But I am going to warn people again in advance is that Drak effed up and didn't realize that he had the Magma emblem, not the Aqua emblem.
Oops.
And then thought that he... Well, because for some reason, this is the way I remember Emerald, is like you only deal with Team Aqua. And that's not the case. You deal with Magma and Aqua, and you have to deal with Magma first.
You're thinking of Ruby and Sapphire, where you only deal with one or the other.
Yeah, so for some reason, I remember Emerald as only ever dealing with Team Aqua, but no, you deal with Magma too. It's not my fault. Okay, it's totally my fault. Because it's my brain. But yeah, that's the way it's gonna go. But yeah, so we are going to continue to make our way there, and also we are going to make our way to Moss Deep City, where we're going to be tackling the 7th gym badge. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I am.
Suddenly pulling out your Joey Wheeler.
I'm pulling out my Joey Wheeler, and maybe a little bit of Jewish grandma in there. I'm not sure. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. I'm not even sure. And this is also a little bit of my goblin voice from Tale of Drakfu. Because that's what the goblins sound to me like, is they're all from Brooklyn, and they got the Brooklyn Rage. Although technically they're not from Brooklyn, they're from Kazan, so it should be Kazan Rage. It doesn't work that way. But anyway, yeah, so last time we were actually talking about anime.
Yeah.
Because why not? See, I do it. We talk about anime. More in particular... we're talking about the fact that apparently Drak is not an anime fan, and Alex is going to hopefully make an argument as to why that's stupid.
Well, I mean, at least you're
See,
more...
I could see Alex going one of two ways here. He could easily bounce this back in my face.
Yeah.
But I'll go ahead and let you have the floor.
Anyway, at least you like a little more than just what the usual normies out there like.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, about a month or two ago, I remember seeing the story, of Kanye West, Kanye West, praising Akira.
Is he that Kanye West? I'm gonna let you finish, but is he that Kanye West?
Yep, that one. If you know any other Kanye West, I'd love to know, but...
I may know of Wanye Kest. I don't know.
But yeah, he pretty much came out and he was praising Akira, and I'm like, why is this news? Everybody loves Akira.
Everybody. Alec Baldwin praised Akira.
Yeah.
For crying out loud. Everybody's seen Akira.
It's like...
I'm not saying Akira is bad, guys. It's just, it's been praised left and right.
Yeah. It's the normiest of norminess.
And before people jump down my throat about the whole thing of Ghost of the Shell 2, no. Ghost of the Shell has not gotten as much focus as Akira has.
Well, I think it
that Akira movie has been in development for how many years now?
Long time.
80s, 90s was when they started conceptualizing it.
Oh, yeah.
And Ghost of the Shell was 90s to 2000s when they talked about doing it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So, no, Akira's been around forever. Shut up about Akira, guys. Besides, the manga's better.
Probably. Because it's probably a decently length manga.
Well, and they could explore it better. I haven't read the manga myself, but I've been told they actually go past the events of the movie Akira.
Yeah.
And they explain that post-apocalyptic world really, really well. And that's the problem here, is that Akira is like a 90-minute film, or actually no, I think it's 2 hours. A 2-hour film that just can't explore this really awesome universe that they've created. No, instead we have to go with Tatsuo, Canada! Yes, I know, it's Canada. Shut up. Shut up. I know. Shut up. Alright, I'm good now. I'm good now. But no, I literally had people saying that because I haven't watched a modern anime, I am not an anime fan.
Sure, you probably haven't watched anything brand new from like this year that wasn't a continuation.
But just
I'm
how
actually,
stupid is that? Can I just say that right here now? How stupid is that idea?
actually, Andrew, I'm gonna recommend you something. I'm gonna recommend you Cells at Work because I think you'll get a kick out of it because of the biology focus.
Okay.
Really?
It's basically, you remember Osmosis Jones or Ozzy and Drix? It's kind of like that, basically.
Barely, I remember.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like,
You mean that one movie where we got to see Bill Murray pop a zit on his
oh
forehead?
god.
That's what's remembered from that movie.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
Do you wonder why Bill Murray doesn't like credits anymore?
yeah. It's like that. It's kind of like that. It's basically the personification of how your human body works to fight off
Yeah.
diseases and that. And so the whole story basically follows both a red blood cell and a white blood cell, and they slowly fall in love.
Well, yeah,
That's not the whole focus,
because
obviously.
the Osmosis Jones concept is actually, I was actually able to read this. Like it is based off of a Disney ride actually called Cranium Command,
Oh yeah.
where like you play as a kid within a kid who's piloting him roughly. So like for those who need a modern reference, think Inside Out.
Inside out.
Inside Out, like that's how kind of how it worked. Like a kid with a console in front of him, and he could control everything the kid could do. So that's kind of the basis for it. And then they just decided, oh well, we'll do this whole thing where you play, you know, where you're a white blood cell and you befriend a tablet of cold medicine
Yeah.
who sounds like David Hyde Pierce, because it is David Hyde Pierce, people.
Yeah, it was. It was David Hyde Pierce.
I love occasionally turning on that movie and I was like, is that David Hyde Pierce? No, it's not. Why on earth do you think David Hyde Pierce would do something like this? And then at that point, they believe me. They're like, oh, well, it must be somebody that sounds a lot like that. Could it be Kelsey Grammer? No! It's David Hyde Pierce. Just because he played a snot on Frasier doesn't mean that he's not, like, he turns down roles left and right. He's an actor. He's got to pay the bills, too. But actually, so I promise I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with this whole anime thing, but it is gonna be a vlog topic because this is something I hear from gamers too. Is that like, especially with this argument, because you've heard this before, I'll bet, Alex.
Yeah.
You don't play COD, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, or any of that stuff. You're not a gamer. You play Pokemon? That's a kid's game. You know, like you heard that argument. It's so stupid. It really is, guys. We can all be anime fans and love different genres, okay? A perfect example here is this channel. All right? Alex has admittedly said, like, he's not into mainstream stuff.
A lot of the times.
He doesn't watch it.
But there's been the odd duck mainstream show that I concede with.
But, like,
It's good.
Dragon Ball, Death Note, things like that. You might have seen Death Note. I don't know.
Not yet. I haven't seen Death Note.
But, like, a lot of the mainstream stuff, like Naruto and a lot of the shonen stuff, you haven't seen.
That's true.
And you have no intention. Whereas with me, I'm considered more mainstream because I do watch the shonen stuff.
Yes.
And I do get a lot of enjoyment out of it. And yes, the reality here is that, yes, I'm an old fart, and a lot of my enjoyment from anime comes from nostalgia. But, I mean, I got into Food Wars. I liked Ace Attorney. He didn't. Alex did. And by the way, you liked it, if I remember correctly.
It was okay. I mean, it was,
Andrea liked it.
Yeah.
So I mean, at that point, I've watched modern stuff. Am I totally big on it? Not really, but that's just because the stories that they want to tell aren't necessarily the ones that I'm interested in talking about or interested in going into. I like stuff with mythology. Slice of Life. Alex has literally had to drag me to a TV to watch Slice of Life. Okay? It doesn't happen unless I'm totally invested. You know, like Fruits Basket, where there was strangely enough a mythology angle.
Yeah, Chinese Zodiac.
Chinese Zodiac, so there was something for me to be able to get into, and there you go. K-On! That was harder. That was harder because it was straight slice of life. I could at least say with Angel Beats that, you know, he was dead.
Yeah.
There was meta there. There was meta there to explore. That's why that worked out. So at that point, like, does that make me less of an anime fan than Alex? No. Does it make him less of an anime fan than me? No. Can we please stop treating each other like, give me your anime card because you don't watch this?
Just stop gatekeeping. Or...
Why?
They watch more anime than I do, so.
Well, technically, we have to take your card away because all you ever watch is Pokemon. Why?
But she's seen some other stuff, too.
Yeah.
She has, but why?
That means I don't technically have an anime card to give anyway.
That makes about as much sense as taking the anime card away from a guy who's watched the original Dragon Ball as well as Z and Super and GT, okay? It just means he's a Dragon Ball fan. It doesn't mean that he's less of an anime fan because he only watches that.
I don't claim myself to be an anime fan because I don't watch a lot of
Shut up, I'm trying to make a point. And I go to the kitchen because somebody's already going to accuse me of this. Go to the kitchen and make me a sandwich. I'm already getting it with the ninja stuff, so don't worry, hun. In fact, that actually was another thing. It was like, how does your wife feel about your opinions on Tyler Ninja Blevins? Well, hun?
How do you feel?
What?
Dude who said he wouldn't stream with women.
Why do I care about it?
Exactly, she doesn't care.
There you go. So for the people who wanted that answer, there you go. She doesn't care because it's irrelevant. But this is something that happens not just with anime. It happens with gaming. It happens with TV. I've been told I suck as a TV geek because I don't watch The Walking Dead.
Well, if a guy doesn't want to stream with anyone, but it's
that's his call, and his reason is not dumb. He actually isn't. He isn't saying like I don't want to stream with women because women are dumb. He's saying I'm married and I don't want to create this problem that I won't be able to avoid ever. Because it's the internet.
Unless it's a necessity, then he's gonna have to choose if he's gonna do it or not.
So this is like one of my two major complaints, and again, it's gonna be a vlog video. Can we please stop bringing politics in the fandoms? And then the other thing, can we please stop? I like how Alex put it. Can we please stop gatekeeping the fandom? Can we please stop that? Because the only way that we get more episodes is if we bring more people into the fandom, because then they'll buy the DVDs and they'll buy the merchandise.
Yeah.
And money will be exchanged, and that will make it so they can animate more. Was that whispered well enough?
Okay, yeah. You made your point.
Yeah. So that's gonna happen, and actually, at some point, I think you ought to take it on too, because like this is something that I've heard you kind of rant about as well, and I think it's something that anime reviewers specifically need to talk about too. Mm-hmm. But what about your other friends? No, Rising Sun needs to go and do more hentai because people are asking for that.
Yeah.
And Art of Anime needs to go. What was the last thing that Art of Anime reviewed that was anime? No, he needs to go do more Final Fantasy games because that is essential. And then BB, you keep doing you. Lita needs to talk about more Sailor Moon because her name is Lita freaking Kano. Please don't stop reviewing Gundam. I really do appreciate it, and I would really like to be brought onto that 0080 review. And then Shaytari, well, you need to just keep on doing Motivational Monday because that is awesome. Oh wait, I interacted with Shaytari. I'm a horrible husband. I've been cheating on my wife.
Isn't that kind of proving? Is that kind of counter to your point about Ninja? You're a little bit of sarcasm there.
Oh, well, I was bringing up the sarcasm because that's... Look, I'm like I said to you on the podcast last night, is that I'm not saying that you're wrong on the matter. Mm-hmm. The only unfortunate part about your argument is it's the internet.
Yeah,
you can't control the internet.
You can't control the internet, but you can't control the tabloids.
But at the same time, it's like...
So...
You know... I mean, obviously, if we were following Ninja's logic there, then Andrea wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. Because that's the way it goes. And frankly, she enjoys doing this stuff just as much as we do. So that's his logic. If that's what he's got to go do, then fine.
Yeah, I mean that's the way I see it. I'm not gonna Sarkeesian him or that bullshit. I'm just saying.
You mean you're not gonna record scratch it, and now I'm gonna have to send you now I'm gonna have to put in the sound effect for the record. That's so. Spoiler alert! If you're not listening to the RSS feed, that's actually what I'm gonna be doing on the RSS feed, is adding a record scratch sound effect. Because that's what Anita is now, as far as I'm concerned. She's a walking.
Yeah, it's like Romney said. She thinks she's still relevant. She's not.
She's not.
Granted, we're talking about her, so maybe we should stop talking about her.
Talking about who? All anybody's ever heard in this entire thing is a record scratch. See, I found my loophole.
Future Drak, just make record scratches every moment we say that name.
Anita Sarkeesian. Now I want a really long record scratch that people will get pissed off at. It's like, we get it, Drak. Stop it. Okay. I like doing this. Or maybe I'll find other things to be able to do aside from record scratch. I'll find an anime record scratch. That exists, right?
Yep.
Like there's got to be at least, like, K-On! Has to have a record scratch in there somewhere.
I don't think so. The record scratch is so much of an American trope cartoon.
There has to be something.
Sound effect
there has to be
trope.
something somewhere. There has to be a musical anime that's done a joke with it. Has to be. Like a Crasher of a Party or something like that.
It's the same thing with like eyes visible in the dark. I've only ever seen one anime do it, and it was like for 3 seconds. It's not like American cartoons where that's always a thing. Seeing the eyes in the dark.
I like your record scratch though.
It's a
Great
common
joke.
fact that in the dark, all you can see are your eyes. I can never remember which nerd episode that was, but I've never been able to find that joke ever since.
Or another Dragon Ball Z abridged joke I need to send to you.
Oh, enough about the Dragon Ball Z.
No, this one I want to bring up to you because I haven't done it, but because you and I love to bring up the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
They actually do it in that. Where they like they literally have a moment where they're like on Frieza's ship, and he's like, "Have you ever seen Star Wars? Yeah. Have you ever heard that scream that they do? You mean that? No, it's more like ah!" And then one of them gets killed and does the Wilhelm scream, and literally the next words you hear are "No, Wilhelm!"
Oh yeah, that's right.
I showed that to Andrea during my absence. She's like, "Oh my gosh, that was so great!"
Wilhelm.
I'm like, "Wasn't it though?" But then again, you and I, Andrea, also giggle at the Yu-Gi-Oh jokes that are made by Just a Pancake in his Kingdom Hearts Abridged,
No,
or not abridged, in a nutshell. Because he does one for Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which is a card game, and so obviously he's like, "Come forth, Blue Eyes White Dragon." Actually, you can't use that card here. Oh, okay. Come forth, Blue Eyes White Dragon. And because the area that they're in makes you forget, so he instantly forgot. He's like, "Damn it, stop with the forgetting. Sorry about that."
Sorry. Come forth, Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Shut up already, would you? It's all in like auto-tune voices. So
Yeah.
That's even better. So you have the auto-tune voice trying to explain Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell. The other one that we love is from Kingdom Hearts 2 is like every time everybody calls Sora Roxas.
Yeah, the Roxas bit.
I am not Roxas.
Hello, Roxas. I am not Roxas. Goodbye, Roxas. I am not Roxas.
Why does everybody keep calling me Roxas?
Because he is your nobody. What's a nobody?
Dirt face.
Wow, this episode has gone off on pretty much off the rails at this point, I think.
What's even going on in the game anymore?
We're fighting Pokemon.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
Well,
No,
this
we're actually clearing out another path, which I thought was going to lead me to Moss Deep, but no, it doesn't.
This would be Pokemon's way of saying, we're just going to fill in the time because here we are for doing the filler episodes, the padding episodes.
So what Andrea is saying,
filler episode.
and Alex can join me in this. This episode is nothing more than padding, 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 padding.
I mean, after all, I think later on seasons it gets better because now you interject some of those filler episodes with like actually Pokemon contests or stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to have this cynical view, but filler is still filler.
Filler is
Yeah,
filler.
but I like how now you get Pokemon contests.
What's the difference between Pokemon contests and having to go save this one pig and send him out to the village hidden in the leaves? There really isn't too much with me anymore.
Yeah, maybe for you, but it's its equivalent of like the Pokemon gym battles.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. It's not, but
because it's
like
not.
to me, it's not.
Just make a whole series about that. Don't shoehorn it into the main series.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
There
that
you
should just
go.
be a spin-off.
That's
So-
exactly what should happen.